Here we have a Jandy cartridge filter, a CL460. This applies to most cartridge filters for the Jandy. And I'm going to show you how to take this all apart and clean it. So turn the pump off. The top, let the pressure off. Then we're going to take the side strap off. Now once you get that off, if this is still going, you got to wait till it's totally done before we take this top off. It's still going. Now it can come off. We'll put this over to the side. And the top manifold comes off. Now I'll link this down below because these always crush in. What this is if you have any air in there, I know the air bleeder at the top, you let the air out, but you're not always standing there, so if it's sucking air and you have bubbles there, this will take it out. So if this is crushed at all, replace that. And clean up this too. Gonna pull the filters out. Get this all cleaned up. You remove the, if you have a lot of debris, you can undo the bottom drain. So for your filters, you can soak them overnight and then spray them off. I would suggest another set. I know these are expensive, but I would have 4 more just as backup, so they're already clean, and then as soon as we pull these out, we can put the new ones in, and then these we can clean so we can soak them overnight. But if you're just doing it fast, just spray them down with a hose. You can I'll link down below some spray you can use. You spray it down and then let it sit and then spray it down. Now I would show you how to do this, but I just broke the hose, so you can use this. I'll link it down below. Fits like right in there. This thing's amazing for doing filters. Gets right in there, so use that. I would show you it, but the end of my hose is bent and I can't fit it in there. I do have another video on the Pentair filters where I'm using this. Got to get yourself one of these things, and I'll put a link down in the video description. So put our drain plug back on after we clean this all up. Put our base on. It's only one way it can go on. This other spout that goes down, and then there's only one little groove that's not like anything else. Just like that. This side, see, they're all the same except that one spot. So right there, you put your filters in. Check your O-ring, grease it up. You would have done this at startup, so you got to make sure that there's no gunk on here. Last thing you want to do is put this thing all together and then it leaks. Then you got to tear it all apart again. So make sure everything's all clean. The slip here and the top for that, make sure everything's all clean. No dirt, no sand. Get your manifold on. Now on the top spout here, there's usually an O-ring right here. I don't have an extra one right now, but make sure you have one. I'll link all the parts that you may need for this filter. I'll link it in the video description down below. But get your O-ring right there. Your top on should sit on there perfect. Look all the way around. We don't want to pinch that big O-ring because we'll be taking this all apart again. So it sits perfect right there, and then we can put the band on. Okay, we got the band on all the way around. We're going to get our bolt on. Put a ratchet on there. Tighten it up. Now, this is just snug in there. Now, if yours is newer, yours is probably going to be wider apart. As they get older, for some reason, everything stretches and these two will come together. So this one's an old one. Like yours might be further apart, which is fine. Just make sure everything's on good. It's snug. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go. So just snug. Everything's good. The top air bleeder, we'll keep that off. So our plug's on. Everything's good. Turn the pump on. And you look all the way around here, see it's all dripping. So we gotta take this apart and redo it. So after everything's not leaking anymore and it's running, we'll let the air out. Let that run for a little bit. There you go, just snug. You don't have to, you know, tighten that up like Arnold Schwarzenegger or nothing. So just snug, and there you go.